What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Rich back again with another one. And before we get into the video that you came here to see, we got a little announcement to do first. And that announcement is the winner of the Wilson Little Wheel mag mount antenna that I promised you. And yeah, and some of you are sitting there like, when did this happen? I didn't see that. What? Well, I told you 2 videos ago to hang around to the end of the video. Something special is going on. And yes, at the end of that video, I was giving away the Wilson mag mount antenna. So, it's very simple. All you have to be is a subscriber and live in the 48 of the United States, and it's very easy for you to subscribe. Right down here in the corner is a subscribe button. You can hit that and also give me a like and a thumbs up and all that good stuff. I don't announce these giveaways because then you get all the riffraff in here. People that don't know what it is, don't have any desire for it, all they want to do is win something and then turn around and sell it and all that crap. I want all my winners to be followers of this channel. Simple as that. So without any further ado, Mr. A. Brown, you are the winner of the Wilson Little Wheel antenna. I have already notified you on Instagram, and you just need to get back to me and send me your address, and this week I will ship this out to you free of charge. And yeah, so that's that. Now let's go ahead and get on with the video. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bells, all that good stuff. I'm Jay Rich. Enjoy the video. What's going on, drivers? It's Jay Rich back again, and today we're installing a toolbox on the truck. Now, when you're adding a toolbox to either your truck or your trailer, you need to decide on where you're going to put it. And usually where you put it decides on what style of box it is. Now, as you saw in the thumbnail, I went with a stepped box. It's got 2 steps, then the lid, and then a step on top. And this box, it also is a wide open top, not just the sort of narrow top that sort of flips down. But my reason for this location is because I wanted a toolbox with the truck. I already have a toolbox that's on the trailer, and leaving this little bit of space open right here, where when it's raining and windy and stuff, I could step right in here and get out of the rain and the wind. So yeah, with these wide open boxes, one thing that you do need to be aware of is if you mount this high enough to where this lid stays all the way open, make sure to close it so you don't knock it off with the trailer. So yeah, let's go on ahead and get into how I mount this up and everything, and let's see some of the trials and tribulations. Stay with me. Alright, so this is the toolbox that I went with. It is a buyer's product. I still got all the plastic on there because, well, I haven't mounted it up yet, and I'm going to be moving it around. So let's take a look at this box. It is 18 inches wide, and I think it's like 24 by 24. It's got steps, nice heavy duty tread on there. Surely won't fall off of that. And the reason that I picked this box over some of the other ones, because there are different models like this, is I needed one to be on the truck. I didn't want one on the trailer. I already got a box on the trailer, but if I don't have that trailer, then I don't have anything that's in the box. So with this one here, this is the wide open model of this box. There are other boxes where this section right here will flip down, and you know, you got kind of a small cubby hole. With this wide open model, the whole top opens up, and yeah, you can get right down to what you need. You're not going to have to move a bunch of crap out of the way to get to the back or to the front. Everything will kind of be pretty accessible to you right there. My company has been gracious enough to let me buy this on their dime, and with you also need the brackets to mount it to the frame. You don't want to just mount the toolbox to the frame of the truck or the trailer, because all the harsh vibrations and I mean just everything going on you're going to end up ripping the bolts right through the back of that toolbox, or out of the top or the bottom, or however you're mounting it. So always get the proper brackets to go with it. Yeah, it is more cost, but it's better than this thing flying off, killing somebody, bouncing down the road, whatever. All right, so right off here, I've got the box laid on its back, just so I can get to the bottom here and drill the holes through for the bolts and stuff. Now, right off looking at this, see, we're touching right here, but down here there's a big old gap right there. I mean, it's about a 1/4 inch gap. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe put some wedges up underneath the back to be able to pull that in closer, because if I drill the holes now and then once the box is setting flush on there, the holes may not line up. So yeah, we'll get some wedges on there and get that, use some vice grips to hold the box that way, so when I'm drilling, I'm not pushing the box away, and we keep our holes nice and lined up. So I just use these little construction wedges that you get at Home Depot or whatever. I had some of these laying around, but just stuck them in there, and now look at the gap is nice and tight where I want it. It's a little looser up here, but or through the middle, but that's going to be good. Over here on the same side, on the same thing, just got that gap nice and close just by sticking those wedges up underneath there and getting the box where I want it before we drill it. Let's drill. All right, so I just ended up setting the box on the ground, a little milk crate there to keep me from pushing the thing over. Got my 4 holes drilled. Let's go on ahead. I'm gonna put it back on the table, get the brackets, and bolt the brackets to the box, so we can go over there and mark out our spot on the truck. So just doing some looking at this thing, and about ready to put it on the truck, kind of noticed something, that these brackets are not the brackets for this box. These are the brackets I was told I'd need. This is why. Yeah. So imagine I hack those off probably right about there and carry on with it, I guess. It's amazing what some people will tell you. So with a little help of a Sawzall, I got them cut off, and now we can open and have full access to the box with no problems. So just get a little black spray paint, spray over that before final mount, and hey, problem solved. All right, guys, so we got our brackets on, and I did have the box mounted to the brackets and used floor jack to kind of hold the box in place with the brackets, lift the lid, make sure everything functions the way that I want it to, and drew some reference lines around the brackets, only for reference. That's not the end all be all, drawn with a Sharpie. So because the truck is not sitting level and everything, what I did is used an angle finder right here, and it's right about 87 degrees, which is it's pitched like that because the truck is facing downhill. And where I got that angle from was these 2 bolts. If I go on the bottom of those flush, we're reading like 87, 88, pretty close. All right, and so drilled holes in the frame, and all the hardware I'm using is 1/2 inch grade 8 bolts, lock washers, nuts. The company that makes the box, Best Products, they recommend no smaller than 7/16 hardware, but I just went on ahead and went to 1/2 inch because that's what these holes are. Got my holes drilled, and where I had to chop the top off of these, smoothed all the corners, put a little spray paint on there so there's no rough edges that are gonna get you later on. This bracket is sturdy. This one right here I left loose because with our 4 holes here, you want to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room to be able to line those holes up with the box. So I'm gonna grab hold of this box, slap it on here, get the holes lined up, and then we can go back and tighten up these bolts here. All right, so here is the finished product. It's over as far as I can get it, as close to this fender as possible because of the bracket. It is higher than what I wanted it. There is a little step here, but you need something for this box to be able to open up all the way, or as much as possible. What I could have done is that there's plenty of room. Let me get out of here. There's plenty of room. I could have slid the box forward, but then it would be a gap between the brackets. And as you see with the fender and the step, you come out much more. You're probably asking to get some damage right there. So, you know, and the box is just high enough where you can get in and access everything, but it's low enough to where that lid doesn't stay open, so that lid will automatically close. And the reason I did that is, you know, I parked with a group of trucks, and you know, sometimes we have to go in each other's truck to borrow something or get something. Last thing I want is somebody leaving that lid open and me not noticing it, and it getting taken off by the trailer. So yeah, that's like the last thing that I want, is to rip this box off of here. You know, the step is a little high for me, a little more out of my comfort, you know, but it would allow me to have a seat right here, and where I can watch the terminal. And instead of moving the box over here, I had it over here because this little cubby hole right here, I get in here and get tucked back in here to where when the rain, say, is blowing through the terminal up over the cab, I'm out of the wind and the rain, snow, stuff like that. And access to my hose, to the hose reel, and yeah, so that's where it is. Fairly happy with it. Install is what it is. I guess it's kind of a pain when you're by yourself, but you know, it's not terrible. Let's see, if you are by yourself, I suggest using an impact to tighten everything down. And when you go to use an impact, because it's hard to be like under the box and up here, if you get you a piece of tape and lay a piece of tape over the bolt, you'll be able to zip the nut up real quick with the impact before that bolt starts turning on you. But if you're using hand tools, ratchets, stuff like that, you're probably going to need some help with that. All right, I'm Jay Rich. Y'all keep your knees in the breeze and the shiny side up. We'll be seeing you.